Welcome to the Crowned Medium, where Her Highness Lorenda Carr delivers intuitive clarity, messages from Spirit, and tools to elevate your spiritual journey.
Good morning, everybody. Hello, happy Thursday. Happy summer. All good things, all good things. Getting everything rolling here. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? All right, just getting all the things done. How's everybody doing? Good morning. We're going to be talking about all kinds of cool stuff today. It's going to be a shorter live, though. It's going to be a little bit shorter. I've got people coming into town. I'm hosting my very first in-person spiritual retreat this weekend. And so I've got 6 fantastic ladies coming to stay at my house and do a private retreat. Good morning, Yessie. Also, Yessie, I'm really salty that you're not coming to my retreat. I'm just saying. Just saying. You know, I've had this for a little while, but isn't it super sparkly? It's just an Amazon crown, but I love it. It's so sparkly and it stays on my head really well. So thank you for noticing, Roxanne. Also, good morning. All right. Hey, we got lots of things to talk about. That I know. I was thinking about that. I actually woke up thinking about that this morning. I was like, wait, why is it Yessie coming to this? And also, let's go to Delshire. Have a fun shindig there. That'll be fun. Fun. Good morning, Winter. Okay, so we're going to talk about a number of things today. But again, it's going to be a shorter live because I've got my retreat. I've got people coming in. I was thinking they were going to come in this evening and they're all showing up around, not all, but a few of them are showing up around 2. So I need to get my act together and get some stuff going. Need to make sure I get all the air mattresses out and everything. So how's everybody doing? Tell me something good. Tell me something. What are y'all drinking? I got my... Y'all, I'm not even Southern, and this makes it electric vibe. It tastes like a slushie. Hey, Tammy. Also, little salty, I'm not going to see you this weekend. However, I'm sure I'll see you soon. I'm actually going to be in California in a couple of weeks, but not near you. How close are... I should look on the map because I don't know. We're going to be in LA, which I know is not like close. And then we're going to be in Laguna Beach. I know. I need to, what dates for? Oh, really? I'm going to be there July 5th through 10th. 5th through 10th. A grand rising, Michelle. I haven't heard that in a while. Okay, I'll give you the details and let you know like our dates and where we're going to be. And if you'll be around, we'd love to see you. If not, we'll figure it out. We're doing a trip with my in-laws, actually. They're like, we just want one last trip across the country. Like, all right, let's do it. Let's do it. All right, I need to get my little clicker set up here. Okay, so you get back on the 8th. All right. Cool. Yeah, I'll be out there, like I said, the 5th through the 11th, or 5th through 10th, because I got boat day on the 11th with my dance studio. So every year, for those of you who don't know this, like I know how to drive a boat too. So I drive anything. It's great. So every year for my dance studio, I have what we call a boat day. This will be our 5th one. Ooh, okay, kitty. All right. I mean, I'm more of an Anna kind of gal, but because I hate cold. But I do love to say the phrase, make like Frozen and let it go quite often. So anyway, we do boat day. So I take my staff out on a pontoon boat out on a local lake. And that's how we do our year-long class planning. like we talk about what's good, what do we want to see different. I'd love to get their feedback on maybe how we can help them have a better year, a better experience. Let's see here. I have my little clicker thing. Oh, there we go. I'm so cool. So yeah, we do boat day and we drive around on the boat and work on our tan, and then we take them to lunch, and good stuff. I actually looked into doing it for this retreat, but I couldn't get a boat. So I was kind of bummed because I did look into it. I thought that would be fun for my people. Jen, hello. Make sure you guys are following Jen Boss Sauce Tarot. She's amazing. I love her. Great energy, like no nonsense, man. She's like, oh, you want a reading? I'll give you a reading. She's awesome. So I want to talk a little bit today about dreams and the differences between your dreams, and are you astral traveling, and how do you know the difference? And some people predictive dream, some people will do lucid dreaming, and some people can control their dreams. And so there's so many different layers to dreaming. And I thought that'd be kind of a fun topic to talk about, mostly because I had the weirdest dream last night. You won 2 Academy Awards in your dream. That's amazing. You had a past life dream 2 days ago. It was in the 70s. Ooh, listen, I was in the 70s, like born in the 70s. So maybe we were friends. How fun would that have been? I feel like that would be shenanigans, Jen. I'm just saying that might have been shenanigans. Hi, Angie. So I've already had an adventure this morning, by the way. I had to get up and go take my car, because you guys remember my car got run into back in October. We are just now getting it fixed, between insurance and just availability and all the things that go along with getting that kind of car fixed, because it's a custom paint job. Just dropped it off this morning, got my loaner car, and they hooked me up. Your girl is driving a convertible. They, meaning my husband and the powers that be, hooked me up. I got a convertible, which is great because he sold my convertible without telling me, like a couple months ago. And I'm like, dude, what do you mean you got rid of my convertible? So I have a rental convertible, and it is zippy. Like I'm gonna have to dial it back a little bit. It's a nice little Beamer. Like that's what I know. He mentioned it while we were out of town. Sold the car. I'm like, you did what? Yeah. Good morning, Rose. Hello. Thanks for coming in on the Instagram. I never get traction over there. So thank you. So I already had to do a little speed check on myself this morning, just getting home. But listen, I had to get back for this, and I needed to get myself ready. So I'm going to have to be careful with that one. You don't know if you can handle that. I might have not let that one go. And that is, I tell you what, that was the car we went and picked up in Germany and drove around Europe for a while. Okay, so let's go back to our topic. We were talking about dreams. Thank you, Nicole. I love this one too. It fits nicely on my head. It's super sparkly. So Fawn Bound says, what about the theory we are on different timelines at the same time in dreams? That's what I wanted to talk about, because I had the craziest dream last night. The craziest dream. I know, right, April? So we'll see. It was a dream of, I couldn't tell if, oh shoot, you know what I need to do? I need to do, please hold. I got to do not disturb, because okay, because I'm going to get spam calls. That's what happens. So you had a conversation yesterday about how we work on our dreams. So I had the wildest dream, and I knew part of it was my brain processing some things that have happened over the since Father's Day, like these fucking holidays, like really can be very triggering, very triggering. And especially when you've got like family trauma and family ancestral trauma, you've got, generational trauma, all the things, and you got all the stuff that's been handed down. And it's very frustrating when you do the work to, like, you really do put in the work to make things right, to do better, because we don't know what we don't know. And then once the sign of a good human is a person who learns when they know better, they do better. Okay. But then there are those that refuse to see progress or have grace for progress. And I do get it. But then the people, I don't know, it's just families are tough. Families are tough. So part of my dream last night was processing some of this family stuff. But it felt real, but I knew, like, my logical brain knew it wasn't real because it was so jumpy and it didn't make sense, because first and foremost, I was at a spiritual retreat at Camp Chesterfield, but it wasn't Camp Chesterfield. It was there. And what was crazy was like, oh, I have to go pick up my car. In my brain, I knew I had to go pick up my car in the morning. So I got up at 4:30 in the morning. This is in my dream. I get up at 4:30 in the morning and I drive 2 hours to Fort Wayne. That's north of me, right? Camp Chesterfield's not in Fort Wayne, by the way. But I drove 2 hours, right, to Fort Wayne to do the spiritual retreat. I get there and it's like a daycare center, like the way there's like bunk bed, like I don't know. It's like, it was weird. And my husband I get there and I'm like, first of all, it's like 6:30 in the morning. What are you people doing up? And also, oh my God, why am I here? I'm supposed to be dropping my car off. Okay, well, if I hurry, if I leave now, I'll get back in time. Like, this is, so apparently I must have been worried about not waking up in time to get my car taken to the collision center today. So I'm processing all of this. And all of a sudden, then Matt is there. My husband's there. And is sitting in a chair. And okay, for those of you Gen Xers, you're going to remember this cologne. And a guy walks up to, he's sitting in a chair, kind of waiting for me to get my life together. I'm not sure why he all of a sudden is there, by the way. And some guy walks up to him and goes, "Would you like to try this Lagerfeld cologne?" Who remembers Lagerfeld? Or is it Lagerfeld cologne? Is that Lagerfeld? Who remembers that? How funny is that? Also, like, nobody's talking over here on TikTok. Weird. At all. Oh, there's a meditation center in Fort Wayne. Interesting. I didn't know that. Well, maybe I did. Maybe I did know that because Courtney lives up in that direction. Okay. So, but then, and I'm like, and then he's like, "No, I don't want it." But the guy sprays him anyway. And he's like, and then he has an asthma attack. And I'm like, "Oh, for God's sake, did you bring did you bring," and that's okay. Did you bring, and oh, listen, Nikki, I'm so sorry for your loss, but please do not put yourself, you got to read the room. We're having a conversation, and that's kind of dangerous to put that in there because scammers are going to find you and pretend they're me. So just know I'm not reaching out to you, and maybe just take that in, and you know what? You can contact him yourself. You can talk to him yourself. I promise. Okay. So yeah, you will. Exactly. Thank you, Yessie, for doing that. So he ends up having, in my dream, he's having an asthma attack. But then all of a sudden he's fine. And then I was like, okay, well, we have to go get the car. But then all of a sudden I'm in a different room. I was like, oh, but wait, I have to go grab something. I brought all these things with me for the spiritual tree, even though I wasn't trying. Oh, interesting, April. That keeps happening to me. Okay, so April on YouTube said that she tried to go to my TikTok account, but it wouldn't pull up on the live. That's wonderful. No wonder I only had 11 people. And I had a coupon. So I ran a promotion, and that's what a promotion will get you. 11 people in a live. Perfect. Anyway, thank you all for being here and tapping and doing the things, by the way. And welcome, Trey. So I had to go upstairs and get something, but then all of a sudden my mom is there, oblivious to the things that had been going on and all the feelings that I was having. She's like, "Oh, hey." I'm like, "Why is my mom here? How'd she even know about this thing?" And so she has her little bag. She climbs up, sits down next to me, and I'm like, "Okay, well, I gotta go." And then I go back to wherever I was, because I don't even know how I got from place to place. It's just like I was just magically there, right? Because it's a dream. And then I go find my husband. I goes, "Okay, how are you guys ready?" I said, "You're ready?" And he's like, "Yeah, let me get Olive, the dog." I was like, "Okay, no problem." I was teleporting, exactly. And I said, "Oh, where is she anyway?" "Oh, she's hanging out. She's hanging out with the doodle." Oh, the doodle. We're hanging out with the doodle. But then this is where I freak out completely, because I go down these stairs again. No, I don't even recognize where I am in this dream. I go down steps, it's like in a foyer kind of thing, and to go out to the sidewalk. And I turn around, and all of a sudden Matt is dragging Olive. I'm probably going to cry because he's dragging her. I'm like, "Oh, does she not want to come? Does she not want to come?" And then he's like, all of a sudden, he like collapses and falls down the stairs, and so does she. And she's barely breathing, and he can't breathe. And then I'm like, "No, no, 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 no." I'm freaking out because my dog is dying. And then all of a sudden I wake up. Here's the crazy part. This is where it gets really weird. I can process all those things. I can attribute that to something throughout the day, right? Or like, I love it. People are like, "Can you interpret my dreams?" I'm like, "There's an app for that. Just go to an app. They'll tell you better than I can, more than likely." So then I wake up, and then I lay there for a minute. I'm like, okay, is that because, like, was that predictive? Should I, and I don't have predictive dreams typically, but I also didn't see ghosts until I did. And then, so I take nothing for granted here. And I'm like, okay, so do I need to like go check on Olive? But I was like, I couldn't move. And then I realized that when I looked out my window and it's dark, it looks like this weird, like Matrix type screen. Is like these images and everything's really distorted, but it looks like something's like a screen, some sort of screen that is creating disturbance. And all I could liken it to was like, "Oh, I'm stuck somewhere. We got something real close. We've got frequencies really close right now." And then I'm hearing music. And then I'm seeing something on the ceiling kind of float by. And by the way, at this point, I am fully awake. I'm like, "All right, something's up." All right. So I get up, go potty, come back and get in bed and look out, and it's all still there, and I'm still hearing the music. It's like I was so close. Yes, possible portal. Like I was so close energetically to another dimension is what it felt like. And then I was like, "Oh shit, I need to go check on my dog." So I was like tiptoed in so I wouldn't like wake her up in case she was sleeping. Cause it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I tiptoe in and she sees me and she's like, "Oh," she's all happy. But even then she was acting kind of weird. And I'm like, "Oh no, we need to be okay. We need to be okay." So I loved on her for a little bit. Oh, daggone it. Why are we doing this? So that was a wild dream. But then I just couldn't get, good morning, Lucas. I just couldn't, I couldn't blink away because I thought, well, maybe I'm just like still kind of half asleep, or kind of trying to wake up, or I'm seeing things. I couldn't blink it away. And it was only right outside the window that I could see that it looked like a weird distortion and pattern, like a patterns. There were patterns out there too. I wonder if the energy is getting ready for later on. Ooh, that could be. That could be. I know it. Me too, Michelle. And you all know, if you all know me. Hello, Sprinkle. You all know me. I am mundane before magical. And even with my dreams, I don't try to pretend that like that was some. Oh, Lucas. Yes, he says hi. That I don't try to pretend that every dream is prophetic and that, whatever. But that was really scary about my dog. Like that was really, and the fact that my husband like passed out and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, am I next? Is there something in the air, or like what's going on? What's happening? And then it was like really scary. But then that whole weird matrix looking thing on my window was just wild. And I was like, are those trees? Oh wait, I don't have trees out there. I'm a second story window, like no trees. It wasn't dots, but it was like, here, let me draw it for you. They were like, they were interesting, like patterns, but they were almost like ovals, like that. Oh, kind of hair. And they were just all over, and they connected in a weird way. And it was interesting that it was literally only outside my screen. It wasn't anywhere else in the room. And then the fact that I kept seeing that thing floating, and I know I was awake because I got up and I moved around, went and checked on my dog. Yes, and it was very pattern oriented, so like sacred geometry, but it was ovals, definitely ovals. Now that I'm saying that, I'm like, was it ovals? But they were filled in. They were like, that's crazy, TNT. So it was really just fascinating because I really fully believe that the dream I had was honestly just processing from my day, getting ready. Like it's been a crazy few weeks, and I always say, I'm going to take July off. I really should actually, because I need a break because I just go, but I never do. It's a very interesting pattern. And so like, I haven't really, but then by the time I actually woke up and got moving, I had to leave. I had to throw on clothes and leave, to go handle the car situation. So I hadn't really had time. I hadn't even had caffeine until just before I started my live 25 minutes ago. I don't know if it was orbs of energy. They seemed fixed. I can't describe it. It's not like anything floating or living. It was like these weird just patterns. I feel like it's a reminder of something you're supposed to create or do. It could be. It could be. I feel like I'm going to see it again too. So I'm interested to see how that plays out, or how it comes up, again, or if that pattern shows up in my waking hours. In your retreat, can't wait to hear all about it. I'm so excited for my retreat. And I haven't even told him everything that we're doing yet. I have it loosely planned because this is my first one. And then even when I put my ideas into ChatGPT a while back, they're like, yeah, for psychic and mediumship work, that's a lot of energy used. You need to have more downtime in between activities. I'm like, oh, that's probably true. But my MO in life in general is like, oh, I'm awake. I better be busy 500 miles an hour all day long. So that's how I'm like, let's do the retreat. Are there coconuts at your retreat? No. Why would there be coconuts at my retreat? I wish there were. No, it's at my house in central Indiana. Leo energy. Yep. You too, TNT. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you. And joining in on the conversation. So tell me about, like, what about you all? Like, have you had those experiences where, like, I do multidimensional work, and also full disclosure, not full disclosure, but another thing to consider is I had worked with I had an in-person trance, like one-on-one trance lesson yesterday. And so I was pretty wired for sound most of the day. And I actually did get out to go to the pool for about an hour and a half with a friend of mine, which was good because it was sunny and I needed the prana. Like, I needed this. Leo energy was drained. I'm like, I have gone nonstop for like months. And she's like, you want to come to the pool? I'm like, yes, I'm probably going to burn because look at me. So here we go. I went to the pool for a little bit, did not get burned. I stayed in the shade most of the time. Oh, and wait, this is truly who I am. I had about 2 hours at the pool, and I spent 45 minutes of that time on my laptop with a parent meeting for the studio. So I was still working even at the pool. Oh, welcome in, Martinez 337. Welcome. Settle in and just feel free to chit chat. We are talking about dreams. We're talking about multidimensional, like what is real? Like, are we astral traveling? Are we processing? Some people, how many of you here are lucid dreamers? I know my daughter is a lucid dreamer, and also predictive and lucid dreaming runs in my family. My mom is a lucid dreamer. Nope, I'm a Leo. Hello, can't you tell? Crown. Just saying. And my brothers are predictive dreamers. I've always been a processing dreamer. I have a feeling because a friend of mine reached out recently and said, so I got to ask a really weird question. Did you have weird dreams last night? I'm like, well, no, but I did wake up exhausted, like I hadn't slept. And he's like, okay, listen, hear me out. He said, I had a dream about you. We were meeting, but it didn't feel like a dream. And he said, and you were showing me things. You were showing me how the different frequencies work and how we can go into all these other dimensions and all this stuff. He goes, that's the wildest thing. I said, it is. I said, I talk about that all the time on my show and in my classes. Is like, no way. Wait, what? He had no idea that that's actually something that I work in. And so I'm like telling him all this, like, yeah, we work in different frequencies. He's like, no, you were like sitting and talking with me and showing me how all the frequencies and the dimensions come together and how our higher self is a certain energy, and that it creates all these lifetimes. And I was like, yeah, I literally talk about that. He goes, I've never heard you talk about that. And so I was astral traveling, which is probably why I woke up exhausted that day. I was like, did I even get sleep? Why do I feel like I've gone a million miles? That's why. The lucid dreams, premonitions, and waking up drained. Yep. And then, okay. So somebody asked, so my new friend 337 said, how do you feel about disclosure extraterrestrial? I mean, I believe in extraterrestrials. I don't believe that they live in some weird far off planet. I think they're in frequencies. And then apparently, some of the stuff that the government is releasing, I have not read it. A friend of mine was telling me, so I really should do my due diligence before I just spout it all out. But apparently in the things that have been released about UFOs and what they know about extraterrestrials and all that stuff, that's exactly what they were talking about. We don't go to a different place. We're in a different frequency. I've been talking about this stuff for years and how this works. I mean, it's crazy. I've always been a lucid dreamer. My sister predicts in hers. I love Leos. Thank you. You have Leo moon, Leo rising. Oof, that's a lot of Leo. So I find that, yeah. So in what I've channeled beings from other planets. And actually, my friend Carrie is really stunning when she channels what you all would call aliens or extraterrestrial beings. I just call them like other entities in other frequencies, right? And they have said over and over again, we're here to help the planet. You people, you humans, destroy everything you touch. We're here to help you. And no, we're not going to take anybody out. It's not scary. We're trying to help. We are trying to help educate. We're trying to keep the planet alive because we need Earth to stay alive. Akin to radio stations, exactly 337, all going on at the same time, but we tune into one at a time sometimes. Absolutely. And so I feel like, yes, and that's how I describe mediumship, is that I meet, as the medium, I meet the spirit in the in-between, in that weird fuzzy. So back in the old days with the radios that had the dials, you could get like in between the two stations, and it's staticky, but there is space between, right? So that's where I meet for mediumship. So when I'm doing readings, that's where I meet them. When I am tuning into, when I'm doing past life regression, we're going into that space. Okay. When people talk about paranormal, like hauntings, right? Like house hauntings, I've had spirits tell me, I live in this house the way I see it, the way I see it. I saw it when I lived here. You all are the ghosts to me. You are like, the frequencies are just crossing. You know, I'm a past life regressionist, and I'm trained to do it in person or online, and the exact same experience both ways. And yeah, and so I've actually gotten a couple of my highly educated, highly intelligent, very open colleagues to do past life regression with me, and speaking with extraterrestrials in the beginning days of certain parts of our planet being formed. And fascinating stuff. And I need to reconnect with them, because my friend was actually going to come on and talk about it on the show, and allow me to do another session with her to speak with these entities. Because I don't even know what else to call them. They're beings, entities, they're not even entities. They're just like, because they're not people. Humans are people, right? So, and I don't see them as alien. Like, it's hard for me to think of alien, because I always think of alien as something that comes from another planet. I just see them as beings from other frequencies or other universes, energy. Yes, they're energy, just like we are. Soul or no soul? What do you mean? Of course they have a soul. Yeah, they've got souls. Kind of like Daryl Anka. Yes, Bashar. Yes. Everything is all happening at once. So the ghosts are both alive and dead at the same time. And so are we. Absolutely. And no hell. Exactly. So probably, okay, I see what you're saying. I was trying to read backwards. Says, yep, they've been saying that for years. I don't think they want to hurt us at all. They are too high vibrational for that shite. Exactly. They have way better things to do than cause pain and chaos. Exactly, Sprinkle. You are on point. Yes, on point. Thanks, Brenna. How are you? So yeah, it was just wild. It's wild. So I guess I'm interested to know, if you all feel that you astral travel, or you go to these places where maybe you connect to, say, in other frequencies, connecting with paranormal, or you're connecting with the dead people, or if you are connecting with extraterrestrials, or like other beings from other places, like, or even other realms where you might be hanging out with dragons and fairies. I don't know, but different vibrations in different places. Going hanging with the Bigfoot, the Sasquatches. Also, that'd be kind of fun, just for a minute. I feel like I would definitely be the shortest one in the room for that one. where, and then the question is, can we access those frequencies as humans? Are we able to go access those frequencies? You'll stick with spirit. That's kind of where I am. I'm just going to stick with the spiritual realm. I'm good. I don't mind a good planetary discovery if I'm going to go someplace else. But I'm mostly sticking with spirit and light beings. Although I do like the dragons and the fairies. That's always a good time. So I only believe in hell if it's created by oneself. Yes, I'm with you. I do believe that your belief system carries over. That your initial experience could be that when you pass, if you believed in like fire and brimstone, you could very well believe that so hardcore that that's exactly where you go, is to that kind of frequency. But I don't know that we're sent there. Honestly, if you're just a really bad person, I think hell is your life review. It's just your life review. You have to experience everything that you've done to other people if you've not balanced that karma here before you go. So I feel like I need to get to work. Here I'm getting ready to turn 55. Say I live to be 90. Pretty good chance, looking at my family patterns. I feel like I got about 40 more years, or about 35 more years, to try to balance out that karma of my early days of not being a good person. I've done a lot of work, by the way. And I don't think I was a bad person. I just think I just didn't know any better. Then I knew better, and then I got better. Thank you, Brenna. I'm not in my 30s. I'm 55. I actually have my oldest child is 33, getting ready to turn 34. Yeah. But TikTok has the best filters. Just saying. TikTok has the best filters. Here till I'm 92. Hey, you know what? Listen, as long as you're energetic and doing things, I can't imagine living. I can imagine, but I can't imagine how different by the time here I'm at 55, looking at how things started in 1971 when I was born, how different everything is over this 55 years. Can't even believe or even comprehend what it's going to look like in another 35 years or 40 years. Yeah, I remember you, Brenna. Oh, thank you. Listen, Brenna saw me on Zoom. She thought I was in my 30s, so I'm going to stick with that. Okay. When someone dies, yes, but what? Oh, let me go back. Oh, I'm missing all these comments. You guys are so chatty on YouTube. Thank you. Yes, I'm a medium and I do something in my sleep. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I'm very neutral. Don't judge the dark or light. Interesting. Okay. And see dragons. I love me some dragons. I got a couple that hang out with me and they work with my students. But it happens in dreams, so it's difficult to know if it's real. See, that's where it gets tough because you're like, but I'm asleep and this could be my imagination. I can see children that people have or will have in the age of someone's death. Ooh, see, I don't want to see that. I have a hard line on that. I don't mind seeing the kids. Like if someone's let's be real. I'll drink wine and I'll predict all the babies, but I typically don't predict those. If somebody says, well, I have a baby, I'm like, oh, it could come in so many different forms. So, but no, I will not predict someone's death. I do not want to see it. I do not want to know it. And the only time I want to connect and know that is if I am able to stop it. If it's in my power or if I have the ability to prevent it. Yeah, that's it. But see, my thing is, Sprinkle, is that I don't want to know that for the burden of it. I've only seen it twice, and one person stopped it, the other did not. So it was a little scary. I'm trying stuff to connect to spirit. It's been amazing. Oh, I love that, Jim. And welcome in. Even with premonitions, I don't play God. It's a warning, I feel. Why? Here's what I tell people. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. I believe that spirit is our, first and foremost, spirit is our main teacher. More so than any teacher you can pay or human mentor. Spirit is our first and foremost teacher. And if they want you to understand something or understand that you have a certain kind of gift, they might actually give you information, not because you can stop it, not because you're meant to do anything about it, but they'll drop it in so you can go later, oh, that did happen. Oh, I do know things. So then it's the evidence, like they're giving that premonition, that thing that might happen, and then later on it becomes evidence. It's not always because you're supposed to do anything about it. So with death, I tell spirit, hard line. I don't want to be in therapy over this. Thanks. I don't, unless I can do something about it, I don't want to see it. If I am energetically strong enough, then I will, like, I would want to know if major things are going to be coming up. And you know what's crazy is, we just had the earthquake overnight, like was it in Venezuela, or oh shoot, where was it? I can't remember now. There's a major earthquake and like a lot of damage. And I've known and felt for a few days that something crazy and big was going to happen. I just didn't. Okay, so it was Venezuela. I didn't see what it was. And I'm okay. I'm okay with that. Sometimes we are the energy holders. Sometimes we are the ones that, yes, we need to see it. Hey, Roger, good to see you. Sometimes we need to see it, or we need to be aware of it happening. We need to be aware of the energetic shift, because if I'm going to be holding space for people, if I'm going to be asked to meditate or give energy or send healing to those places, oh my gosh, that's crazy. Then I need to be energetically prepared. So I will feel a shift in my energy before big things happen. And I've heard a lot of other mediums talk about this. I've heard a lot of other practitioners and healers talk about this, that they don't understand what the shift is exactly. They just feel it. They know something's getting ready to happen. And we'll kind of lose our minds for a few days too, because we're just like, what is happening right now? What is happening? We're all checking the Schumann resonance. We're checking all the things to see we're checking the astrology. Why am I off the chart right now? Why am I feeling like this? And then something like that will happen. And then we, as the light bearers, the seer, like whatever you want to call yourself, it's a semantics, but people who understand energy and are able to send energy places, because we are also disconnected from it. We're not in it. We're not feeling it. We're not having a hard time seeing the forest for the trees. We can be on the outside sending energy and love and holding space for people without the personal human impact. So we can feel things coming on. How are you feeling about 4th of July? I've kind of been shown a couple of things that I'm like, well, this will be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how those things play out. Yeah, without attachment. Yes, exactly, Yessie. We can do it without the attachment to it. I've been feeling super exhausted the past week for no reason. I wonder if this has to do it. I think that could be part of it. I feel like there is something else building up though, because I'm still in that weird, if I'm waking up in the middle of the night and seeing that weird stuff going on, it's undeniable, because I'm awake. I'm wide awake. I'm not dreaming. I'm awake. I'm up checking on my dog. Okay. Interesting. Y'all want to, okay. So Dr. Mike, my teacher guy, just stepped in and he said, sorry about the dog, but it made you get out of bed and go check on her. that meant you would know you were awake. You couldn't write it off later as dreaming. You would know you were awake. So we had to show you that that frequency was real there. So that's interesting, because that hadn't even crossed my mind. And then I'm like, that's just mean. Why are you like making my husband and my dog die in my dream to make me poke at him and make sure he was still alive? And then also getting out of my bed and going to check on my dog at 3 a.m. So that makes sense now. Also, I'm curious now, what time, does anybody know what time? I've not looked. What time did that earthquake happen? Because that was overnight, right? I know, I love the clarity from Dr. Mike. Yes, we are also really good at transmuting the energy. Yes, we have some transits around then that when they previously occurred, we had Civil War, World War II. Yes. And I did know that there are major shifts in the energy, like Pluto's moving into something or something. Hi, Erin. How are you? I've missed you too. Oh, goodness. You guys should come up and see me on platform at Camp Chesterfield. I'll be on platform this weekend, Saturday at 6:30 p.m. So I think astrologically, there's a lot of things happening that in one of my colleagues through Camp Chesterfield, her name's Andrea. She responded to a video of mine and said, all this makes sense because the way the planets are shifting. Good morning, Carrie. How are you? I'm not doing any readings right now because it's going to be a short live. It's going to be, I've got my retreat happening today, and people are going to be descending upon my house around 2 p.m. And my house is not ready for that. I've been so busy. Local time, or 1804 local time, and it was a 7.5. Okay, and I don't know what time zone they're in. I'm in Eastern. What would that be? Do the math really quick because I'm doing my live. What time is that Eastern time? Yes, I need to have the energy. Actually, even ChatGPT told me, Erin, that when I was asking for like a layout of all the things I wanted to do, what would make most sense, throw in like some a good balance of fun activities and like the mediumship. Even ChatGPT called me out. It was like, you might be overdoing it a bit. So 2 p.m. or 2 a.m. Oh, 6:04 p.m. Eastern time. Oh, so that was last night. Interesting. Okay. I just saw it pop up on my feed this morning. I was like, oh, there was an earthquake in Venezuela. It's really bad, Lucas. You have to check it out. It's really bad. There were 2 earthquakes, actually. It was like 7.5. One of them was 7.5. So it'd be interesting to see if there was some sort of correlation with that. But, ooh, excuse me. With that and the timing of the multidimensional seeing that. And I know one of my students, thank you. One of my students actually sees at all times, has had her eyes checked, has had her brain checked. She's like, I don't even, at all times sees like a weird screen like that. Like it's a vision. But that's how her world looks all the time. I can't even, oh, thank you. Can't even imagine like what that's like, just walking around that weird screen. Like you're just always on the cusp of a different frequency, or you're always feeling that static, like your station is not always clear, but you just really want to listen to that song. So you're going to stick it out anyway. Saw it on my feed last night. Okay. Oh, they might have, I don't know. They might have, China and California may have also had quakes. I have no idea. Okay. Oh, there we go. Venezuela had 2, Japan had 1, and California had 1. Y'all, I'm telling you, pixels. That's what I was looking for. Yes. Yes. So no, I actually, because I saw another friend of mine who lives in Japan, Reverend Todd. He said something about an earthquake, but they were not affected by it. Like he was not affected by it. And then California is always getting them. Is that sad? Is that bad? Like they always have earthquakes. Interesting. So I wonder what's going on energetically that all these earthquakes would be happening all at once. And if you go by the theory that, our Earth is billions of years old, like all the changes and shifts and things that have had to happen to create what we have now, we'd be fools to think it wouldn't continue to change and evolve, right? I know they're saying that the San Andreas fault line is supposed to have a really bad slip soon. Well, let's hope it's not like July 5th through 10th when I'm out there. They usually coincide with solar flares. Interesting. Wow. Yeah. So, and we have a fault line here in Indiana. We've had a few earthquakes, but they're always like really low key, nothing major. The last earthquake I remember here had to have been between, I want to say around 2012 or 13, if even that. Because my kids were little, and I remember the house. I got up early in the morning. It was like 6:00 in the morning, and it sounded like I'm sitting. Going to the bathroom because I wake up and I hear it sounded like someone jumped off of the bed or was jumping on the bed and then jumped off the bed and landed on the floor. And I'm like, who the fuck is up at this hour? Who's jumping on the bed? So I go out and husband's sound asleep. Kids are asleep. Like, what in the world was that? And then I feel like my dog also busted out of his gate at that point and came upstairs. And he didn't usually do that unless he was really scared. Usually like thunderstorms, something like that. And then we found out a couple hours later that there was an earthquake. But that's been so long ago, like they are so few and far between here in Indiana. Gaia is done with the disrespect and negativity. She has calmed down quite a bit, but still, I'm on a fault line here in Utah. Yeah, that's like, listen, Mama Earth is not playing around. She's not playing around, I don't think. So, y'all, I've not had enough caffeine today. I need to shower. I need to get my life together. I need to do my face scrub. Got a little dry face going on. Anyway, first world problems. So listen. Oh yeah, she's fully awake. And she has come through a number of my students in the last couple of years. Oh wait, I think maybe I channeled her at one point. I don't remember if it was me or somebody else. I forget. When I don't always remember my trance experiences. But she gave some pretty stern warnings. Like, you need to get your act together. People can be, replaced. Like, life will go on no matter what. Life will go on no matter what. And life doesn't necessarily have to mean humans either. Our planet has been through so many resets. Thank you, Gary. I do need all the energy to do all the things. I'm so excited for this retreat. I wish I could have had more people. But everybody's staying at my house. So I think next time I'm going to do this. Yes, he found a place up in the Wisconsin Dells. And I think I'm going to do a retreat there. Because like the room rates were reasonable. And it's, you ready for this? Dragon themed. No joke. How cool would that be? That's okay, Regina. I feel bad because there were a couple people who reached out at the last minute and they were like, hey, it turns out I can come. Do you still have openings? I'm like, I'm out of room in my house. And Reverend Glenda cut it off for her classes. So I would hate for like the rest of y'all to come up anyway and be like, and you can't come to class though. That history repeats itself unless it has changed. And as a collective cannot seem to comprehend that, unfortunately. I think that's just the human like design, our pattern. It's just how things work, you know. Countries, like nations, superpowers last about 250 years before they fall. Happy anniversary. Here we are. So, but like seriously, Regina, I know we have the trance weekend coming up after like Labor Day weekend at Camp Chesterfield. And then I'm going to do another retreat probably in October where I can have it be more people, and I have other people teaching classes besides me. So this is going to be fun. I'm excited. We're going to get all dressed up like dragons. Absolutely. We can get dressed up like dragons or dragon riders. With my leathers. I feel like I'd look good in leathers. I'm just saying. You're going to be out of the country from the 27th to 12th. I mean, you're not lying, girl. You are not lying. I'm going to be in California for the 5th, for July 5th. So anyway, hey, just so, yeah, if you guys are local, by the way, I'm going to sign off here in just a couple minutes. If you are local to Central Indiana, I am going to be at Camp Chesterfield on platform, doing spirit work and spirit messages. I know that should be themed in October. I know, Regina. How awesome would that be? I'm just saying. I feel like I'm going to put Olar and Celine on this, and they're going to make it happen. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Chalet. I'm sorry. Or Sprinkle. Unfortunately, that's where our country is right now. One of my best friends lives in Minnesota. She's in the middle of it right now. Minneapolis, Minnesota. So anyway, what I have going on right now, hold on, I gotta do my little puzzle piece. What I have going on right now, I've got a special, you guys, which I don't do very often. This is just a special offer. It's not a discount. It's not a sale. It's just a special offer I'm going to do through the end of June. So we're coming up on that. The 30-day tarot reading. It's a recorded reading. It's only $30. So if you're interested in getting the next 30 days read, and if you have other specific dates you would like read as well, if you're like, hey, I want to get like 3 of these before they expire, before the sale stops or the offer stops, then you can let me know. I would like it for June, July, or the next 3 months, whatever. And then I can do that. I can do separate recordings for those. But yeah, we do 5 cards and 2 oracle cards for each week. And then also cards for the overall arching vibration. The videos right now are averaging about 15 to 20 minutes. So for $30, you're getting what's going on, the current energy, what you should be focusing on, giving advice on how to best approach the month and what happens if you follow the advice. And then I apply that to various facets of your life of what could be going on, right? So that's only $30, you guys. So take advantage of that while you can, because that is going to end on July 30 or June 30th. Okay. I'm sure I'll have another offer of some kind. I just don't know what it is yet. I haven't decided. Actually, that's not true. I did decide, but I haven't put it into writing yet. So I'll announce that next week. I am going to be off. I'm going to be not going live. And anyway, my website is lorendacarr.com. Super easy. And actually you can go directly to the link tree in my profile. Oh, well, you're on YouTube. Just kidding. lorendacarr.com. So yeah, it's only $30. You can get multiples if you want. It takes me about a week to get them done. Not even that. If I have time, like in the day, but I'm not going to have any. I'm going to have people at my house, so I'm not going to be doing anything this week. The rest of the week. So just keep that in mind. You'll probably get it like next Tuesday, because Monday I'm going to be needing to recover and recuperate. So we'll do Tuesday. And you know what's crazy is I've actually got an appointment with my energy healer. She's my favorite energy healer on the planet. Her name's Debbie. And she saw my personal Facebook page or my personal socials. And she's like, girl, what is going on? I was like, she goes, sounds like these family patterns again. I was like, yes, she goes, I have time if you want me to get you in on Tuesday. Absolutely. So she's amazing. You totally missed what the offer is. Well, how dare you? I'm kidding. $30 for a 30-day tarot reading. So you get 4 weeks worth of, I can break down each week, the overall arching energy, things you need to look out for, how you can overcome those things, with advice, and then you also get a couple of oracle cards for each week. So it's a really good deal. It's about a 15 to 20 minute recording, depending on how fast I'm talking. Sometimes I'll get in my zone with those and I'm like, blah, 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 blah. Thank God they're recorded. So, oh my goodness, I keep getting all these pop-up things. Where is that located on the website, please? Oh, if you go to reading, it should be, hold on, let me look. I'll tell you. Let me tell you. I'll put it in the chat, actually. How's that for service? Let me put that in the chat. So if you go to my website, it's all services. Choose a service, a little drop-down tab, choose a service. And then you just scroll down, it says 1 month recorded tarot reading. So let me put that in the chat over on the other things, the other platforms. Ta-da! Yeah, all services, and there's a drop-down. There should be a drop-down. You're welcome. Oh, it won't post my thing on Facebook. Awesome. Awesome. I wonder if I'm even on Facebook. It's showing like a weird screen. View on Facebook. We're almost done anyway. Okay, so make sure you're following me on all my socials. Oh, that's awesome, Green Lady. I was just getting ready to say, follow the Camp Chesterfield socials also. I'm going to be on platform quite a bit over the summer. We just got the schedule. Let me pull it up, actually. I'll pull up Camp Chesterfield. I'll let you know what days I'm going to be on platform, because that'd be cool if I'm going to be on platform, you can come get a message. I mean, all of our readers are fantastic. All right, why is this being silly right now? Well, and now it's just wanting to be dumb. That's weird. Anyway, go to campchesterfield.com. It posted on YouTube, but not on Facebook for some reason. So, story of my life, it's fine. All right, and actually what I can do is I can show that. Ta-da! Look at me doing hard things. So yeah, I'll be on platform quite a bit. I'm actually going to be there this Saturday too at 6:30. So anyway, I'd love to see you all in person. Check out my $30 for 30-day reading. I might actually, if that goes well, I don't know, I might offer something like that again. I do have a cool offer that's going to be coming in July. I got to work on that campaign. I'm going to be working on that campaign probably Tuesday. And I'll announce that in my newsletter. So also go sign up for my newsletter. Because any offers that are going to be happening, anybody who's in my newsletter gets that information first. especially for like those limited offer things. Okay. Okay, good. Thank you, Ladora. So anyway, lots of fun things going on throughout the month. Thank you, Regina. I think I will tell everybody hi. We might just do a full live, like just as part of our chill out time. We might do a live and chit chat and talk about spiritual things. We'll see. We'll see how everybody's doing. We might just go out to my yard and touch grass. I don't know. I got a big yard. It'd be fun. Oh yeah, we've got spiritual movement on board to help manage our energy. We've got spirit art, platform mediumship. I'm going to start teaching my multidimensional healing. So because all the ladies that are coming are a lot more advanced. None of them are beginners. They all have had a lot of experience. So they're going to be my test run for the multidimensional stuff. I've only taught it one other time and realized when in teaching that in that platform that it needed to be only with people who are more experienced. So I'm excited. I'm excited to get that. We're going to be doing trance with Glenda. We're doing a seance with Glenda. Whew, so many things. It's going to be great. So anyway, all right. Thank you, friends, for joining in. I know it's a shorter show today, but I've got to go get my life together and make sure everything is ready. I know it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, yesy. But it'll be more fun at the Dragon Place in the Dells. So I think that's going to be our next goal. Let's do that. So Yessie, reach out to me, please, because I'm going to totally forget about this. Maybe next week you and I can talk about like what you liked about the place and what you didn't, and we can chat it up a bit because I think that would be fun. So anyway, all right. Thank you everybody for coming in, joining in. I know it's only an hour, but I got things to do. Check out my special at lorendacarr.com. You'll go to all services, the drop-down box. Choose your service, I think is what it was. I forget now. And check it out. You can also go to my YouTube page to this live right now. And I posted the link. It's on the screen. So you can check that out too. Have an amazing day, everybody. And thank you, Carrie. And I'm sure I will see you next Thursday, but not the following Thursday because I'm going to be out of town that week. Unless I just really need to. Unless I really need to, but I'm going to be out on the West Coast. So I don't know. We'll see. All right. Love you guys. Have an amazing day and check out my website. Okay. Love y'all. Oh, you guys want to hear my outro? Hang tight for it. Cause it's good stuff. It's my
Your time in the realm of the crowned medium is cherished. Her Highness Lorenda Carr encourages you to like, subscribe, comment, and follow on all channels to stay updated on new episodes and offerings.